I just wanted to do a video about the 3DS, mostly because it recently been discontinued, and I wanted to just shed light on what the system was and all its features, and also because a lot of people have been buying 3DSs online, and some of them are buying a 3DS for the first time. So I want to make a video about all the things it can do and so you know how things work. So first of all, as you can see, my what I call wallpaper, 3DS calls it a theme. You can see it's Mario theme, and it actually has music playing in the background that came with it. Speaking of themes, you can click here and click change theme. And there's different themes that come with some free themes, which are just plain colors. As you can see, red, blue, yellow, pink, and black, which are free themes you can get. Or you can go to the theme shop and buy a theme, which is what I did. I bought Rosalina because it's one of my favorite colors, which is like cyan, light blue, and because Mario. So you can do that. They have all kinds, really unique themes. And up here is game notes, which basically what it does is when you press home, whatever top screen is here will be displayed right here. Whatever's on the top screen, and down here you can write a note, if you wanted to remind yourself of something in a game, like a feature or trick or hack or whatever, you can do that. And you can write that in these little things, but you only have 16 slots, so it's not a lot of space to do that. Then you have friends list, which what it does is it'll tell you their online status as it says up here. And it'll tell you what game they're playing. So if they're online, they're in orange. See, it tells you he's playing Super Mario 3D Land. It also has their friend code, which is the number you have to enter by pressing the smiley face plus add. You can do local wireless friend code add or internet. Click internet. You type in their friend code, click OK, then you have to type in their name. And if you don't know that, you can just put in something random, because it'll automatically correct it as soon as they add you. It'll correct it to the name they have. So that's what you can do with that. It also has favorite. You can set what your favorite game is or application. You can see here their favorite is Super Smash Brothers. And you can also add a message. This is my message. You don't have a lot of space. People actually have full conversations on friends list. I used to with a lot of friends. Used to have whole conversations, and sometimes you could talk to more than one person at once. So what they would do is be like, type a little few letters and then put a slash, and it types the message for the other person. So like, let's say I was talking to two people, I could be like, hi, dude, and then I can put a slash. And then for the other person, I could be like, what you doing? See, like this, that's how they would type to two different people, have multiple conversations. So your message basically supposed to be like your status, I guess, or whatever you want to put it, but most people just type something. See, like his is stonks. Funny. And also, it'll tell you when they were last online. See, they were last online 6 days ago. But it only goes up to 10 days. So after 10 days, it won't show anything. See, they've been offline longer than 10 days, so you won't be able to see it. So that's how Friends List works. See, they're online. They're playing Tomodachi Life, friend code, name, all that. And here, you have your notifications. So this is all Street Pass and Spot Pass notifications you will receive. Will show up here. See, and it'll tell you if they're how many you have unread. Mostly Spot Pass for me. I have a few Street Pass, but they're way at the bottom because it's been so long. I haven't had a Street Pass. Oh, it's been a few years, I think. Here's your internet browser. You can surf the internet, use Google, all that. And a cool thing about the internet browser is you can also watch videos on any website, because they discontinue YouTube. And so you can still go onto the web browser on the YouTube website to watch videos if you need to. I don't see why you would, but hey, get your phone taken, but they forgot about your 3DS. Hey, go on the internet browser and watch YouTube. It's another way to do it. Just saying. And this is Miiverse, which is a discontinued service. It was basically like a social media for video games or whatever you want to call it. But they do have a fan server up called Rverse for those who do remember Miiverse and used it. So that is a thing. I just don't know how to access it, and I see no reason why I want to join. I had my fun on Miiverse. I do miss it, but I don't think I would want to go back. Oh, also this here is how you want to set your screen up. See, they go as small as this so everything fits on the screen. Or you can just do this. I like mine like this. I don't know why, I just do. Here's health and safety information about the game. You know, that warning stuff like, oh, this is a choking hazard or electricity and all that stuff. You know how they always say, read health and safety information before booting up your console. All that stuff. So that's all that is for. Also, each application has their own sound. I don't know if you heard it. And all DS games will sound the same. They will all sound like that. Then your 3DS camera, take pictures. You can record videos. You can also do 3D pictures and edit them and all that. Another thing I forgot is also there's more to this menu. Save load layout, your screen brightness. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I like mine on 4. Auto brightness on and off like on your phone. Power saving mode like on your phone. Wireless communication / NFC. And then there's 3DS image share. You can share it, you know, on the internet, whatever. Pictures you have. Then Amiibo settings. So what this has is, let me turn this down. So with the Amiibo settings, it has an NFC reader on the touchscreen for new 3DS and new 3DS XL. So with games that use Amiibo support, you can scan your Amiibo on the screen and save it to your system. That's what the Amiibo settings is for. So like Smash Brothers and things like that. Then you have your eShop, your settings, home menu manual, and contact information. Next is the sound system. Now what this does is you can record audio and things. Another cool feature is with your 3DS SD card, what you can do is you can save or download music onto your SD card, and then you can play it here on the 3DS sound system, which I think is cool. See, it says SD card. Do I have anything in there? I have no idea. Oh, yes, I do. But I don't think I had the right file because I didn't know how to do this back then. Yeah, I didn't save it right. But you can record your own sounds and things. Record and edit sounds. See, you can record audio and then you can edit it. Oh, well, it didn't hear me. Let me see. Oh yeah, I recorded a sound, but look, go here, change it to parakeet, robot, helium, electric fan, tunnel, transceiver, low harmony, high harmony, synth harmony, trumpet, whistle, and buzzer. And you can change the pitch really high, all the way to really low, to really slow, to really fast. You can do that. It's a pretty cool feature. If you just want to mess around with that for fun. Also, under every application, you'll see manual, which is the manual for the game or application. You can do that. You can see how it works, I guess. Then Mii characters, Mii makers, make your own Mii character like you could do on the Wii. And also, you can send your Mii character from your 3DS to your Wii, as long as it has like, oh, let me show you. Cause like this hairstyle isn't on the Wii, so I couldn't send it over. I would have to change the hairstyle to something that's on the Wii Me Maker 2, and I could be able to send it over if you don't want to have to recreate it. That's a cool feature. You can edit it. You can create new me's. You can start from scratch, or you can take a photo of yourself and it'll make a me based on your photo. Then you can send and receive. This is what this is for. So you can send it to Me Channel on the Wii, which is cool. Or you can send it to other 3DSs. And you can also turn your Me into a QR code. So if you look up Me QR code, you can scan it too also to send it to your to the Me Maker on 3DS, which is cool. So that's another feature here. Then you have Street Pass Me Plasma. Now this is for if you have your 3DS or 2DS in sleep mode and you walk by somebody else who also has theirs in sleep mode, you'll exchange data. And what you can do is they can help you out in certain games, or you can play against them in different games you have on here. So you have over 3,000 characters. Some of these are here from Spot Pass, I realized. But so you have exchange booths where you can get little tickets and you can buy different hats and things, cool costumes, and different text bubbles from when you meet somebody. You can set up a message that they'll see when they show up outside in your plaza. And also, when you meet somebody, it'll tell you where they're from if they have that on. And you can see where all the different people you met on your map. Right here, your world map. See, these are all the different states I've seen people in. See, region 9. So 9 states I've met people in from Street Pass. And it'll tell you also what recent game they were playing on the 3DS when you meet them. I don't have any map available, but I did meet one person from Anguilla, 2 from Colombia, Honduras, US, all the different places. Some people have really extensive maps too, which I think is pretty cool. And also, let's see. Oh, puzzles. So when you meet somebody, if they're doing some of the same puzzles you are, you can select what puzzle piece you want from them to help finish your puzzle, and they turn into 3D puzzles, which is cool. When you finish them, turn into a whole 3D image, which I think is nice. So yeah, there's some mini puzzles you can do. Here's music player, all the different sounds from the games in here and things. I think it's a cool feature. See all these people. Some of these are not accurate, like when I met them, because I don't know why. I think my date's wrong on this system or something. I can't remember. But you see how they're holding a game, because that's when I met them, what game they were recently playing, or what app they were using. See all these me characters. You can also click on them. See, view me, when you met them, where you met them from. Most recent software, you can make them VIP. And you used to get special me's too from Nintendo. They would pop up in your street plaza too. See how they're shining? They got golden pants on. See? See, they're from Nintendo. They pop up in your street pass for, I don't know if it was for different things they would show up in. And you can also set different things to tell about yourself. Also, dogs, cats, hobby, dream, birthday, all that stuff. Which I think is cool. See, they're from Nintendo if they're gold and have golden pants on. Which I think is pretty cool. See, they're like dogs playing video games to be popular, their birthday, and the creator. I think it's cool, all these different features. You can see on the bottom screen all the different games I have that I can play with people. So there's that. Then there's AR games, which is augmented reality. All 3DSs came with this question mark card and some character cards. So when you put the camera over on this card, this box will appear, and you hit it. You press the A button to shoot at it, and it'll pop up different boxes with different things you can do. And with the character card, you can put different positions and take pictures. You can do that with your Mii character too. Do all kinds of cool things. There's actually a video about what this feature was for on YouTube. I'll probably link it in the description so you can see that. And of course the eShop. Download games and titles, applications and things. A lot of things to get on here. And it'll tell you if there's a demo available. There's actually, where is it? Bestsellers, games on sale, games at a good price, new releases, games with DLC, games with demos. See, it'll show all games that have demos. You can scroll through. There's 7 pages. See, page 1 of 7. So all these different games have demos. If you want to try out these games, which is pretty cool feature. Free to start, which means you can start playing for free, but then you have to purchase something to continue. Indie games, 3D games, roleplay, RPGs, platformers, local play, virtual console, only on the new 3DS. There's some titles that only are for the new 3DS and 2DS systems. Featured on Nintendo Switch. The newest videos, so if they're showing like a trailer or something, or talking about a game or whatever, there's those. Future releases, Amiibo, as I said, the Amiibo support. Then applications, Swapdoodle, whatever these are, Pixel Paint, Nintendo Badge Arcade, Smash Controller. If you just want to use, so instead of using Smash Bros on your 3DS and going to the Wii U settings, you can connect it to the Wii U to use as a controller. Just buy this application where it's literally just for if you want to use it as a controller. Instead of having to boot up Smash, the actual game on the 3DS, and connect it to the Wii U, just go to this and there you go. It's just a controller. All these different things, photos of Mario, different cards, kind of like AR and whatever, it's the same thing. I'm in a movie, make yourself in a movie, Pokemon Bank, all these different games. Netflix, they discontinued, and some, I think it used to where some, Netflix movies could play in 3D. I remember that, but I'm not sure, I could be wrong. Diary, calendar, calculators, metronomes, notebooks, all that different stuff. So yes, the eShop. This is news, recent arrivals, charts, search, wish list, rate titles, ad funds, settings, and other. You can redeem download codes. You can scan a QR code for a game or something. Updates, account activity, re-downloadable software. So this is if like you delete a game, but you want to re-download, you can come here and you can re-download that game. Add funds, eShop card or add funds. Now what you do is if you want to buy a game and you don't have enough funds on there, you can add the exact amount you need to purchase. And since it's like an actual shop of real money, they do charge tax. So it's not what the price, it's not $3.99, it's $3.99 and then add tax. For American viewers, if you're in America, there's tax for everything. So yes, that is a thing. So you can add the exact amount. So if you only have like $2, but the game is like 10, it says, do you want to add exact amount, or do you want to add $10 to your account, add 20 or whatever, which I think is nice. If you want to just add the exact amount instead of having to put in, well, I want to add a total of $10 to this account, So that's pretty cool. You can make your wish list of games you want for future references, I guess. face raters, where basically you take a picture of your face and then it'll put it in these little what is it? I don't know what they're called, flying helmets, I guess, and they float around, and you have to move your 3DS around the room and shoot at them to knock them out of the sky. And then there's a boss too, and all that stuff. Activity log, and this tells you what games you play, how long you've been playing them. These are total steps taken, how many titles I have played, and when you play a new title, it'll be added to your software library, which is a book. See, it'll tell you play time, times played, the average play time, first played, and last played. So all the different things you play, DS games, demos, whatever you use on this system will be added here. And it has up to 16 pages of titles, and you can fit 8 titles on each page. Then your daily records. So what did you do today? This is my steps, playtime. See, playtime has gone up. Nintendo Zone, this is discontinued, so this no longer works. They discontinued this many years ago. Download play. So if you want to download play with somebody, you can choose either if it's a DS game or a 3DS game that you want to play with them with. So that's cool. Then you have your system settings, internet, set that up and everything else. But also Nintendo Network ID settings. This is what you have to create when you first get a DS, because this is what links everything together. Because if you delete your Nintendo Network ID, all your games and everything connected to that account would be erased. So you have to have one. Profile settings, password, me settings. Email confirmation, they'll send you a code that you type in to confirm your email, which I've never done. Email preference, other settings and things. Then of course you have your internet settings, Spot Pass, DS. You actually have a DS mode, so you can configure the Nintendo DS internet settings for DS games on the 3DS. So you have your Wi-Fi settings, options, all of that. You can set that up. You can also set up a DS profile on here too, like you used to do on your DS. You had your own little profile and whatever. You do that. Parental controls, you can set that. And with the 3DS for parents, they can actually turn off the 3DS feature in the parental controls. So if you don't want your child using the 3D feature, you can turn that off in parental controls. Because I know some people, like what my brother did for my nephew, he had shaved off the 3D slider so he couldn't use it. But you can just go to parental controls and turn that off and stuff. Data management, DS Signware 3DS, micro SD cards, Spot Pass, all of that. And here you can do save data backup for all your games. Let's see. This is all my saved software titles, so I can save data backup the game. So if something happens to the game, I still have my recent file saved on my system. So when I get it again, I just download it back up, and there you go. And you see they use blocks for storage. I don't know what that equates to in actual storage, but they use blocks. So that's how much is left on my SD card. 2,932 blocks is left. It tells you how much each game takes up. DSiWare is the same thing. System memory, micro SD card. The only DSiWare game I have is Plants vs. Zombies. Parental control, like I said, other settings, profile. So you can do your Nintendo DS profile. See, with your color and things. Like on the DS side, that's what it looks like. message in color. Username, birthday, region, date and time, touchscreen. This is for your calibration to make sure your touchscreen's working. Sound test, microphone. My 3DS microphone does not work, so I can't do the mic test. See, it's not picking up my voice. It's not working. My microphone does not work, sadly. 3D screen check. So with the new 3DS models, they have face tracking 3D, so you can configure that to make sure that when you move your face around or move the system around at an angle, it still tracks your face, so the 3D doesn't get all blurry and weird. It tracks it, so you can do that. That's what the Super Stable 3D is for. And 3D screen check is to make sure 3DS slider works and all of that. Your outer camera, circle pad, system transfer. So what system transfer does is you transfer all your data from one system to another. And that's what I did when my original 3DS XL broke and I got this one. I did a system transfer. So everything that was on my original 3DS XL moved to this one. So I kept everything. It was like as if I had the same system. Just transferred it all over. All my pictures, friends list, my account, everything stayed the same. So I didn't have to start over, which is good. You can also system transfer from your DSi too, which I did before. I think I did that once. Yeah, I had system transferred from my DSi to my 3DS. So that's a thing you can do too, because they have it in the DSi Shop and System Transfer app. So you can do that. Language, system update, format, system memory. And that's all your settings there. And you have Swap Note, which is discontinued. Basically, let me show you. See, Spot Pass has been discontinued, which is the internet capabilities. So basically what you can do is you could write a note. You can change your stationery, which is the background and things like that. Let's see, I want to use this one. Then you can this icon is for coins. So when you're walking around your 3DS in sleep mode, it'll track how many steps you have and you get coins for those steps. And you can only get up to 10 coins a day. And what some people did was they would change the day constantly on their 3DS to get more coins and use a hack out of that. So those coins basically only work in the Street Pass Mii Plaza, but also in here you can add audio. You could also add pictures. So you can add another page, all of that. And see, you can't send Spot Pass, but you can send via Street Pass. Well, why this service was discontinued, because as I mentioned, they had a picture functionality. And why does this continue is because, we can't have nice things. So, let's say adults were tricking children into sending inappropriate pictures on Swap Note. So Nintendo discontinued that service. That is the reason why it no longer works, which is sad. Because sending pictures to your friends on friends list over the internet was a cool idea, cool feature. But by the time I really discovered it, it was already discontinued, so I couldn't do that, which was sad. But yeah, that's why it no longer works. That's why we can't have nice things, people. Because somehow someone finds a way to ruin the fun for everybody. This is the YouTube app, which they discontinued recently. And then here's all my other games. Here's my folder. You can actually create folders. If you go to a blank spot, see, click create folder, you can name the folder. And I named this one demo because it has all my demos in it. You can see all my demo games. Netflix, which they also discontinued. And the only problem I had with this Netflix was it was the original one. You can tell by the logo where when you were scrolling through movies and TV shows, it had like the red border and the gray background. it was very old. It didn't have the version with the profiles and all that. So all you could do, you basically had the first profile, like the original profile is what you could look at. You couldn't switch profiles and all that. It was literally the original Netflix, which made no sense because the Wii even had the updated version of Netflix with profiles before they discontinued that. So I don't understand why this one was never updated, but it wasn't, and they discontinued it along with YouTube. So, but you can still watch YouTube on the web browser. If you click on web browser, go to any site, you can watch any video. So that's also an option, which some people did. If they got their phone taken, but their parents forgot about the 3DS, go on the 3DS and use the internet and talk to friends, or if it'll work, or watch videos. So that's an option. Now, Swapdoodle is basically the same thing as Swapnote, but slightly different because you can't add pictures and you can't send audio. So that's not a thing, which is sad because it was a good feature, but you know, people have to ruin the fun like always. So here's the lesson store. You can buy special packs. See, premium, get different colors, different stickers and things, backgrounds, all that cool stuff. And also, if you do the free basic doodle lesson, you do get the color red to draw in. So you have to draw these 4 things, which I did. And now I was able to get the color red, as you can tell, because there's a red pin on it. And also, you can reply to notes too. You send them over the internet to your friends on your friends list. And if you hold the C pad or circle pad to the right, it speeds up the writing. If you hold it to the left, it slows it down. And as you can see, they replied to my note that I sent. But you can only reply with 1 page. So if you want to do more than 1 page, then you would have to, and you can't reply to their replies on this. So you have to send them another note. So we click write note. You can change the stationery too. See, stationery. These are the only ones I have. So I can do this one. You can also set secret pages, which is cool. Insert screenshots from games. So in your image gallery, which is only screenshots from different games like Smash Bros, Pokemon, all that stuff. You can't send actual pictures. It's literally only screenshots that they allow you. Put a date stamp. Because you see I did that free lesson. I got the red pen. And there's a black. And then it tells you how much ink you have left. Here you can add up to 4 stickers. See, there's my face I can do. And then you can add different applications that you have. So, like, let's say I'm playing this game. I can put that on there. Click on it to rotate it. Whatever. All that cool stuff. So that's basically what you can do. And then Spot Pass Delivery Check, where you can check to see if you got any new notes, settings, manual, all of that. So that's cool. So it's basically just a way to chat on the 3DS, send them notes and screenshots of games and all that cool stuff. So that's just one way to communicate. This is discontinued. This discontinued many years ago too. Nintendo Video, which was a great app. But no Studio 3D. And that's basically it. That's everything on here that I have. Is all my games and things. Also GBA games. Make that sound. Well, this one does. Makes a coin sound, which I think is cool. And DSiWare games make this sound. So there's that. So it's basically the 3DS. Everything, how it works, all the applications. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, as you can see, demos only have a certain amount of times you can play them. Bigger games, I know some have 30, some have like 5 or like 25 or something. So it all depends, but you only have a limited amount of uses for demos, which I guess they did to make sure you buy the game, to try to trick you into buying it, because once you run out of demo uses, you can't play it anymore. So that's a thing. So yeah, that's all my apps, notifications, and things. Also, there's a light right here you saw flash orange. That flashes orange when someone on Friendly either gets online, goes offline, or switches games. It'll it'll turn blue for Spot Pass notifications. It'll turn green for Street Pass. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Oh, also you can see up here, see how many coins I have? I have 300, and I took 15 steps with my game system today. Tells you the date, the time, your battery, internet, all that stuff. Also, you can see Rosalina is spinning Rosalina. I think it's cool. So that is my 3DS.